Welcome to the Pint Size Podcast. I am Blue Just Train here with the Dream Team. Y'all like American theme team. The Pint Size team.
Yo, 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 what up? I can see myself. I'm looking good. I'm in here. I'm in here.
Okay.
Great week.
Look at that. Badass kids in the background. AKA a dog.
Shout out to them kids.
Shout out to the kids.
He hear another dog. He think it's time for him to bark. Hey, it's Q. Hope everybody doing all right. Fellas, how y'all doing?
Good. Hey, it's Q.
Fellas, how y'all doing?
So you got your wine going.
Wow, it's early. I didn't
Shoulder
know.
out.
Go shoulder out. You oiled up the Q tattoo, so I know that was intentional.
Absolutely not. I don't be dry out here. Don't do that.
And your hair is popping on a
I
Monday.
just did my hair today. You can't really tell.
No, we can tell.
Don't do that. Yeah, I decided to bathe for the podcast today.
I'm just saying. I see.
Thanks. We appreciate it.
I see what's going on.
I'm gonna have to get me a uniform for potting. Same thing every time.
What would that even look like?
Cute.
McDonald's employee. An expensive one. That's all it is. Busy week. How did stuff go at the R&B versus hip hop event that you held, boy?
Oh, it was good, man. It's so crazy because I don't know what's the right word, but the nostalgia of what we created, it's just people be wanting it, man. You know, on the ballroom side, and I think it has a lot to do with there's really no competition, but you have people that's in that we're in a funny age bracket to where we don't want to twerk every time, but we don't want to, we don't want to just stand around like it's a weird, you know what I'm saying? It's a weird time.
No.
You know, everybody don't know how to dance, you know what I'm saying? So you think about your parents, they're like, we used to go dancing, hand dancing and stuff like that. So we really don't. I just feel like we gave the people something, you know what I'm saying, different. And no matter what, if we don't have nothing for 6 months, the moment we say we having something, the response goes crazy. So we had about 50 people that came out, you know, and that's good, you know what I'm saying, because of COVID numbers. But the thing is, even still, man, it be all women, you know what I'm saying? We have guys, but it never matches. So that's always the tricky challenge. It never matches with the ratio of females to males, you know what I'm saying? So, but it was dope. It was a dope event, man. And, you know, we're working on some things to get some other instructors so then that way we can keep everything going and it's not just solely relying on me. So it was good though.
Are you all doing line dances here in Cleveland today? Is line dance today?
Monday, yeah. But we do it early. I got to see the time for at night.
And it's on Wednesdays as well, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna be in. I like line dancing.
In the words of the great philosopher 2 Chainz, I'm old enough to spend some time with your mom, and I'm old enough to spend some time with your daughter. We're in a weird space right here. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Please don't spend time with the kids.
The philosopher 2 Chainz.
The daughter is a kid.
You got to think about this now. The daughter
is of age, but she's a kid.
The daughter might be like 29. Like the mom might be like 51. Like, you know, the mom.
You know what I don't like the most about our age is that they call us millennials, and I don't identify with millennials.
But you kind of do.
I don't. I'm a lady.
What does that even mean?
Those millennials be looking for instant gratification.
You don't.
They just be childish.
You don't know.
But what's the millennial cutoff though?
35. Our age.
35.
It's
no,
us.
not the No, I'm talking about the bottom half.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know what year.
So the bottom half, I think
Okay,
you're a
Google.
millennial if you maybe like at right now, I think 30 or 31 or something.
so
I
let me
think
get
if you're in your 20s, you're Generation X, I believe.
that's you know what?
No, it's Z. They are Z.
Or Z. But I think, but the millennial is I think we're right at the, I don't think we're in the middle. I think we're towards, well, we might be right in the middle. I think it might be like 39 to,
Oh, well, they saying 38 now.
So millennials are
81 and 96.
95. Anybody born from 81 to 95. So it's a wide range of people, actually.
I didn't know it was 81 though. I thought it was 85.
Gen X stopped at 80.
so then
My
that's
niece
the,
is 29, and we like, I mean, kind of, but not for
almost
real.
40 is the top. Almost
Yeah, 39.
yeah, almost 40. And then the bottom half is like 20, what, maybe 5, maybe 23, 24, something like that.
Kids.
But I want you to go back to what you said though. You said that they look for, how do you not identify with being a millennial?
Because we grow up, we've been working probably since 14 years old.
Okay, true.
So for me, a lot of times that I experience with the millennials, they want to be an entrepreneur tomorrow. They want to get the money now. They're not willing to, like, how long you just started working? Like, why do you think that you should? That's the instant gratification part. Not to say that people don't go from 0 to 100, but for the most part, you got to put in the work, and they looking to get it today. Like in my field, I'm a hairstylist, so they don't want to assist. They don't want to go through like the blood, sweat, and tears. They think today I'm gonna charge what you charge today, and I'm 16 years in.
because it goes back to what you said in a couple episodes before of the realness and the fakeness of a social media, right? So if you're talking about the younger millennial, right, that
Right.
grew up, that's always had social media pretty much in the internet. So the older millennial bucks the system of working a job forever, staying in the same position. You know, the older millennial is the person that is not going to sit in a position forever. They're going to move. They're going to try to go up. You know what I'm saying? They're bucking the system of, okay, get a job, be happy, stay in this position, right? They're moving all across the country, so on and so forth. But the younger millennial, she sees Q doing hair. Q's not telling her that I've been doing hair for 16 years.
Or what I drive, or how I'm living. Or
right, so they see Q right now in her car, living the way she lives, doing hair, because Q's not telling them that, explaining her journey, right? She's talking about the now. So then I'm looking at you because for some reason they think that, oh, there was no journey before this, right? They just think
why
that.
do they think that?
Right. They just think that you got your license right now, the other day, and you're instantly, you know what I'm saying, popping. And I went to a seminar a couple years ago that Ashley was giving, and she had Karen Civil, Jeff Johnson, and Michi was talking. And Michi she was like, for all the hairstylists out here, she said, just so we clear, right? I've been doing hair for 25 years.
Right.
I'm supposed to be rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to have a shop. Stop trying to compare yourself to me. I'm 25 years in. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I think that we kind of miss. So I feel what you're saying.
Like the journey of it all.
I definitely think as a generation, though, our generation, more so than the generation that came before us, also documented and talked about the hard work and the process that went along with that. We don't even discuss it as much. We kind of just don't want people to believe that we went through the process. We want to look like we arrived and we made it instantly. Back in the day, we heard stories about how our parents used to have to work for this many hours, or how they had to put this grind in, or how our grandparents built this from the ground up, or, you know, some people being slaves and they came from the South. Like, we don't talk about that no more. We only talk about, let's get this money, let's make it happen. Boom, I've been balling forever.
Not knowing that I've been eating ramen noodles every night.
That's the fake part of Instagram.
Yeah.
That's the fake part.
But it's the attention span piece.
Yeah.
So people don't have the attention span to want to hear everything, right? And I just heard somebody say this the other day, like most people won't listen to the whole podcast. Most people won't watch the whole video. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you see people dropping little clips and little nuggets, right? Because that's the attention grab, because that's people only have a short attention span. So people don't want to hear about, man, I don't want to hear about 15 years. I don't want to hear, man, tell me how you, what I got to do today? You know what I'm saying?
Has social media made us less
authentic?
Yeah, or like it's because I can get it in a 30-second clip. So that's why I ain't got to watch this. Like, don't send me nothing that's more than a minute because I'm not watching it. Unless I'm so intrigued by the story. Now, if it's something, it's just bad. We got a problem.
With social media, I think it's a society thing as a whole, though. You know,
but did social media cause that? Because
no, it didn't. No, it didn't. It was stuff that caused it before social media. We've been always looking for shortcuts. You know, what I'm saying? People went from let's sit down at the dinner table and we got to make a meal to like let's go to fast food and niggas don't eat together no more. You know what I'm saying?
It's the American way. It's Americans being lazy.
So microwaves. We trying to figure out the quickest way to do whatever we can. Period. You know what I'm saying? How can we?
I mean, that's smart as well, but the quicker way might make you fat. The quicker way might not get you to, I don't know, you might miss steps doing it the quicker way.
So I always had these like conversations with my moms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, in my mom's eyes, I'm like a terrorist almost. Like
I can see that.
In the sense of like, I do nothing the way they did. Like you're an alien. Like, man, what planet are you from? You know what I'm saying? You taking too many vacations and just like like my mom really yells at me or gets mad, like, you doing too much. And I'm just like, well, what was y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? And we're just in a totally different time to where what's the normal for us and the things that we're doing is just very, very much different. And for somebody that's younger, we don't look like you think about what 50 used to look like when we was a kid, what 40 looked like, right? So we don't look.
He used to look a lot more run down, beaten down.
Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Like,
older, right? You feel
30 years ago, when I was 20, 30 was old. Like, I ain't going into their 30s.
You know what I'm saying? So you might, you know, now you might see a 50-year-old be like, damn, she look good. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Hey, straight up.
50.
I told you. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So we don't look what we've accomplished. You feel what I'm saying? Age-wise. So people look at us, they look at you, a young stylist look at you, she can't fathom that you've been doing hair for 16 years. You don't even look, you know what I'm saying, that age. So I'm looking at you, you look like my peer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You look my age, so I feel like, okay, I can get what she get. I can get what she get. I can obtain what she can obtain. I can charge what she charge.
And you can, but you have to have the skill set to match.
Do you though?
No, I don't even think so.
Do you though?
I mean, you can do it, but are you going to be as successful at it, I guess? Like, are you going to be as successful as, because why I'm going to come to you and you just started? What do you know? What experience do you have?
Right. And that the experience and the age and the time, right? So
some people are naturally talented and you can get it just like that.
Yeah, but it's a we don't really know society, right? So like when I had the barbershop and I'm arguing with my barbers on what they should be charging, right? And I'm sitting here with two different guys. I said, this guy right here is fresh out of barber school. You've been cutting hair for 15 years. I don't care how good he is.
30 out the gate.
I don't care how good he is. you shouldn't be charging what he's charging.
Right.
I
I
don't
agree.
care. I don't care even if you've been doing it 15 years and if you good or not. You shouldn't be charging what they charging.
You put your
Right.
time in.
You put your time in.
Coming soon.
Some
So-
people are afraid to raise their prices.
Right, and that's the thing. So like you, somebody coming fresh out of college, I don't care what they charge. They shouldn't be charged. You shouldn't be charging the same amount as them.
Exactly. So when I see what they charging, oh, that means it's time for me to go up.
Time for me to go up.
I don't even argue with you. You hear me? I
Yeah.
refer you to Planet Fitness quick. I don't refer so many people to Planet Fitness. They owe me $10.
Yeah.
It's like that.
They owe you. They owe me $10. Actually,
I'm like, listen, I don't think I'm for you because
yeah.
I'm not doing a $50 boot camp thing. No disrespect to anybody who's doing that. I'm not.
With all
But it's the thought process of, okay, some people can afford a brand new car, right? But that car might be a Kia or a Ford, right?
No, straight up.
Yeah, then there are some people that can afford a Lincoln, right? Which is a little more, and some people can afford a Benz, right? So it's based on your service, right? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, people call me, dang, you high. Yeah, I got a different clientele. You feel what I'm saying? I'm moving up with the people. I'm not still servicing the Ford folks.
Hey, no truer words have you spoken. No, dead ass.
I mean, you know,
Dead
but
ass.
we don't necessarily look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? But we have to also do what we're supposed to do to be appealing to the people that can afford us.
And we also got to be intentional about educating the people who are coming behind us too, because a lot of us don't have. So I like to use the word discipleship. I know people think about it from like a spiritual standpoint, but I think the principle applies. Period. Though mentorship, you can switch it out for mentorship, but there should be someone who's along to say, "Hey, this is where I made mistakes at. This is where I did blah 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 blah." That's how we build different mindsets, build the community, build the next generation. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. I run to a trainer now, bro. I'll give you everything that I got. I don't give a damn. Listen, because the way you put it out there is gonna be the way you put it out there. The way I do it.
What I got for you is for you. You don't got like me giving you something is no like up to me.
Do you think that we got like that? In our in millennials, in our generation, that we kind of, even though everything was so freely given as far as information, do you think that we got more selfish about what's kind of already out there?
I don't think we that selfish in generation.
No?
I think we seen the struggle
And we don't want that.
and we don't want it.
We don't want it. We don't gotta live like that. We learned that we don't have to do that. And there's other ways to get to where you want to be besides working for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even necessarily from an entrepreneurship standpoint, right? Like I watch my wife climb through the ranks in corporate America, right? But some people will say, you know, why you switching jobs, or why you know what I'm saying? Like, why don't you just be happy with what you got and stay in that position, right? And the thing is like, hey, if I'm gonna be working, then I'm trying to get top dollar.
Right.
If I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna be giving y'all my time, then I'm gonna get top dollar. And I'm willing to do certain things. And I learned that from the casino industry. Like watching those guys in the casino industry, they'll move in a heartbeat. Where you from? Oh, I'm from Nevada. Well, I'm from Vegas. I'm from, North Dakota. Like they'll move, and you know what I'm saying? Because you had such a large company, but the positions was all over. And if you wanted advancement, you wanted to grow, you know what I'm saying? You want a $40,000 raise, you can take it if you move halfway across the country. And some people like, hey, give it to me.
So question. How do those decisions impact the people that were responsible for it, or do they not? You know what I mean? Like, for example, Cuban saying that she want to move. You know what I'm saying? I think she need to. I feel like there's no ties here. Go ahead and do it. You took your whole family and moved to Texas. You know what I'm saying? That's a big decision. You literally uprooted your family. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I get a lot of scrutiny for it too.
I'm sure. So what do you think that and this is for both of you guys, do you think that when you run into these people who completely uprooted their lives to pursue a lot more happiness, to pursue happiness a little bit more, and to pursue opportunity a little bit more. Opportunity is happiness too. You know what I mean? So to pursue those things, do you guys think that it's worth the risk? I know you did it. I know you did it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's along the lines of being a millennial. I think we see that more in our generation than we saw in years past. People will be from a place and they'll stay in that place for their whole lives. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll meet somebody and get married, and wherever that person's from, they'll stay there their whole lives, and they never move.
So I think for me, leaving Cleveland and going to college in New York City opened my eyes to just different way of living. Okay. So coming from a small mid-major city to a large city, one of the biggest cities in the country, you see more things, right? You see different type of peoples, you see different type of hustles, right? So just naturally, you understand that the opportunities are greater, right? So even Q, right? Being in Cleveland, what's the population? 300,000-400,000, to where Texas, you potentially want to move to, right? It's 3-4 million people here. So there's naturally more people from a client standpoint, more people that you can meet. It's so much more if you go to a bigger place. When we come from someplace, it's all we know, and it's negative because people will say, you shouldn't do that, or, you know, what happens if it don't work, or what about your family? So people gonna always, because they're projecting their fears on you.
Mm-hmm. Worth the risk of what is my question?
The only reason I left that worth the risk of ... is because for everyone, I think the risk change. You know what I'm saying?
My only, I guess what would be called a fear is security. So my field of employment is like, I have to build a whole nother clientele. So I can't go anywhere without having a certain amount in my savings before I can move. So I'm just not, I'm a risk taker, but I don't think it's worth the risk of, I'm going to be back in 3 months. Because I am also a prideful person. So if I'm going to go, I'm going to go. If I have to come back, okay. But I got to make sure that I'm not going to be poor when I go. And not to say that that's that, but it's just like the security level of it all. Like if I have to go and work, I don't know. I ain't never worked for real. Like at
but I think it's
a progressive or like,
right.
I don't want to do that. Like I'm an entrepreneur, I'm about to quit.
But I think it's the sacrifice. I think it's the sacrifice for the greater good, right? Mm-hmm. So people that are actors, right? Well, you can stay in Mississippi and try to work on any little small film that come your way, or Cleveland, you know. But if you want to be in the film industry, well, where the films is being made at is in LA.
Right.
So if I want to go to LA, yeah, I might have to do some different things but I'm in a better situation. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the sacrifice also has to match like the goal or the reward. You know what I'm saying? The greater the risk, the greater the reward. You know what I'm saying? So the
sacrifice has to be worth the outcome.
Yeah. So outcome. You know that you can come here and flourish, but it may not be flourishing in 5 to 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But are you willing to go through whatever you need to go through in order to reach the flourishing moment?
I don't mind that. I just need a certain amount of savings.
Yeah. But I think
just can't, because I'm single, so I don't have. So you may have been more comfortable because your wife has a job. Okay, she found a job. You're an entrepreneur. But I can't, me being by myself, I don't want to be like, okay, well, nobody's going to hold it down if I don't get clients. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to be able to hold it down for anybody. So I just need to have enough money to be like, all right, in 3 months, I know my grind and my skill level is good enough where I can at least make enough money to be able to survive. But I got a car note, I got all types of stuff.
For sure. But I think that also
reservation would just like, all right, pack this stuff up and let's go.
But I think that also can psych you out and prolong your leap because honestly, we can never have enough.
No.
Nah,
To move,
it ain't no.
I need to see a certain number to move.
There's no perfect environment. I don't feel like to make any kind of move a certain kind of way.
No, I'm saying like if I know rent is this amount. So if I have 6 months of rent, I'll be happy to move. 6 months of rent and car, no bills, if you will, all bills, I'll move.
2021.
2020.
2021. Sound like it might be the go.
Oh yeah, I might need to give me some PPP. I might be arrested later, but I'm in Houston.
Hey.
You ain't gonna be arrested if you're using it the right way.
Not to move. PPP is not to move to Houston. I'm sure.
I don't understand why not.
And Q.
You move to Houston and you using it for work. You can pay bills with it. You can document it. What the hell ain't it?
You're right. Let me think.
I don't know.
Q.
Yes.
On a serious note, this is a serious conversation because we'll talk offline.
Oh, shit. Hey, he hear you with that.
Oh, I already know what you're about to say.
I already know what
you're saying.
He hear you with the pay.
I already know what you're about to say.
He hear you with the paid in full. I see it.
I need to just come down there for a little weekend or whatever. But I haven't even tested the waters on like, okay, what is the demand? What type of stylist is in demand here? So
I've been given the situation that I need you.
all right, I'm on my way. Let me get back a flight.
I need you.
I like what's going on here. Speaking of booking flights, because this is getting some offline talk. A lot of people booked some flights over the weekend to Atlanta.
To the A.
Where it was All-Star Weekend, even though officially there were no All-Star parties. All we saw online were All-Star parties.
So it was All-Star parties. It wasn't. I thought that too, but then it wasn't no event. It was no official, NBA events open to the public.
No official NBA sanctioned All-Star events around that. Usually you see NBA stuff all the time. You know, right. Brandy works for Jack Daniels. She does the All-Star games, and they shut all that down. They told her no events this year. You stay at home. Let's get ready for the next one. So all we saw on our timeline, though,
parties,
was our cousins, friends, aunties,
and them
just kicking it. So what does this say? You know what I'm saying? What does this say about the whole COVID situation? You know, we got.
We gonna do what we want to do.
No more masks in Texas, right, bro? No more masks in Texas.
No mask in Texas.
I was just in Virginia.
Come to Texas. No mask.
No mask in Texas. That's over with.
Corona USA, Coronaville USA. No.
No mask. No mask. They ain't got no mask.
No regulations. Come as you are. It's back to normal.
Texas back to normal for
50
sure.
people can be in here. I don't care.
Texas back to normal for sure. Now we've pretty much all the way been back to normal, but once he said that the other day, no mask. Now you still have it to your own discretion.
Okay. Like so as a business, I can say no, you can't come in here with no mask.
You can say that. You can put a sign up. I went to the cleaners today and it was
you tried it. You tried
it.
You got your mask. You know, the schools you still got to wear them to come to schools, but yeah, the club, the parties, all of that, it's wide open.
So kids got to wear the mask at school.
Still, yeah.
Okay, I think that's smart. Is it though? Your parents is all kicking in the shit. I don't know.
It's masks are kind of productive anyway, because it just don't matter anyway. Because sometimes you got on a mask, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're around these people. Sometimes you're social distance, sometimes you're not. So I guess it's just, you got to do what's best for you.
Keep the immune system up.
Right. But in Atlanta, they say they wild out.
Of course.
They wild out. Robberies,
deaths. One person died.
Broken windows, shootings.
Stealing cars.
They was turned up.
Two turn.
We out here.
But they knew. I mean, you know, so many people coming from out of town, and you know, I can only imagine next year. In the land.
In the land. It ain't gonna be like that. We some Jake. They ain't about to do nothing.
So long. Like, even though people been kind of getting a taste of freedom, all those people haven't really got a real taste of freedom. So Atlanta had already went up, you know what I'm saying, as far as people coming into the city. But just imagine, you pretty much just got let out of jail. What?
Atlanta ain't been in jail. Have you seen the compound?
I hear what you're saying.
No, Atlanta been open.
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm saying that you got an influx of people who've been.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, so the tourists that's come into town.
So they saying like, oh, this shit a party. We at Mardi Gras.
We free.
There's people traveling who don't even travel. I seen one of my cousins. I said, you in the All-Star? Girl. Getting that money.
It's real unfortunate though, because they're gonna make it like a predominantly black area where all we do is black on black crime. So that's the unfortunate part about it.
Yeah, that's always the narrative.
Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure some good things, as far as, some things went over, no issues, but
yeah, an economy.
The bad news don't outweigh the good news always anyway.
But anyway, did y'all watch the actual events?
Yes.
Like
I watched some of them. Yeah. I watched some of them.
I heard the dunk contest was during the actual All-Star game.
Yeah, halftime. That's weird.
Yeah. I missed it.
Because there's no fans, there was no need to have 2 separate days of events.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that they just kind of compressed it all in one day. Because there was no fans, you're not opening it up, so that was weird. So I did see Steph Curry win the three-point shootout.
He barely made it though.
Right.
I don't even know what was the Mountain Dew balls. What they were worth 2?
3.
3. Okay.
3? Is it 3?
Yeah, the Mountain Dew
balls. They had 2
3.
different Mountain Dew balls. So they had the tricolor balls, and then they had the Mountain Dew ball.
So the money ball, the money ball, which was always there, that was worth 2, and then that Mountain Dew ball was worth 3.
So that's how he won, pretty much.
I mean, he still outshoot anybody in there anyway. Don't make a difference.
Conley was there.
Yeah, he beat him by 1 point.
Yeah, he's surprised.
It's a difference of somebody getting old and somebody always being old.
Yeah.
Somebody having a game in their life, another person like, I just do this all the time. Congratulations to you.
Who won, the West or the East? Is that how it goes?
That's dead, Q. That's been dead for a couple years.
Yeah, no, it was
Team LeBron. Who was the other team?
Team KD.
So Team LeBron won.
He was hurt, right?
Yeah, he was hurt. Anthony Davis was hurt.
You shouldn't get a team if you hurt.
It's fan vote.
Right.
For the captain.
They had to get fans who weren't even there. Because they weren't, man. Like, I feel what LeBron was saying. He's like, man, this is stupid.
It is stupid. I'm going to go, though, but it's stupid.
Because he didn't want to get fined.
So, LeBron won overall. The Team LeBron. Or y'all know?
No, Team LeBron.
Okay. Team LeBron. Probably about 167 points. That All-Star game always been, like, whack.
It was a lot of points. A whole bunch. But, I mean, I guess they accomplished what they needed to. They did what they needed to do for the fans. And, it's a big money revenue. So, for them, they was going to make that happen no matter what, especially if your whole season as a whole kind of already been slumping. So, they had to do that. And they probably, in the NBA, they probably found a way to get some money, too, from some of them underground parties. I don't know.
They get money from views watching it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different way that, we're consuming information and even on the movie side. So, Coming to America came out this weekend and
Randy Jackson
came out this weekend, and it's like the release was, digital. You know what I'm saying? It's like, cool. So I wonder now. What I'm wondering is, like, how much money as far as like, does it cost to like go to theaters?
Well,
Right.
they did a deal with Prime because it was supposed to go to theaters.
It's still with the
It was supposed
theater.
to release in December.
It's still with the
But they
theater.
did a deal with Prime and made it exclusive for Prime.
Right. So what I'm saying is, I understand that that's going to be more beneficial. I mean, I feel like by next year there's not going to be any more movie theaters.
I don't believe that.
Well, two of the big ones.
I think it's because of COVID. Everybody's
Two.
sitting in the house, so why not put it in the house?
Right, but I'm saying now. So what I'm saying is, so for example, two of the major movie theaters that went out of business.
Regal went out. Who was
AMC?
And AMC. They
Okay.
both went out of business.
AMC going too?
Yeah. So there's no.
I had no clue AMC was going.
So, so with them going out of business, or if they ain't out of business, they're on the brink of. I know they closed some theaters. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you can just do it this way, I feel like eventually it'll just phase out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that's going to all be contingent upon. So I watched it. I watched the movie. I watched it actually at a movie theater. We were at a movie theater for like $100.
How did you do that? I was looking to do it.
I don't know. They just rented it out and we watched it. They had
they rent them out.
They said it wasn't live streaming in the movies.
No, they definitely live streamed it where I was.
Yeah, they rent them out now.
What movie
too.
were you at? What movie theater?
I'm in DC. I don't know.
You gonna try to stunt on me?
No,
All right.
I'm saying that.
All right.
You can
Moving
go to the movie
along.
theater here. You can go up to Silver Spot at.
But you can't because
that's-
it wasn't an option.
Maybe they didn't show. Maybe they weren't showing that movie. But like you can go and rent out the theater and watch whatever's current. Like,
Yeah, I understand that, but I was trying to watch Coming to America too. So that's what I was asking. But DC might be on some other stuff. But anyway.
Yeah, so I don't know if it was exclusively online, but I mean, I'm guessing with the Prime, I just think that that's going to be a new, I don't think the movie theater is going to bounce back. I mean, you got the high-end ones, but I don't think you're normal with the matinees and all of that, because I feel like them expensive movie theaters, that's not your everyday movie theater. That's not like, okay, let's take the kids to the movies. That's, you know what I'm saying? I feel like
offer it on the streaming services. Then
that's all you got. That's what they using.
But I like the movie. I seen a lot of negative press about the movie because people I feel like was going into the movie with a different expectation.
Right.
And I don't think that, that you should have had that. I feel like it was good. I feel like the fact that I seen a post on the fact that 99% of the original cast was back was an amazing thing to me. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the biggest things for me. Having that original cast in a movie was so dope to me.
I thought they definitely set the tone for the film. For them to revisit some of the more iconic moments in the movie and kind of break some of those down. I thought they did a good job with that. But I think you went into it with the same mindset as me. You can't go into it trying to top an all-time classic movie.
Right.
Like you already put it at a disadvantage. You just kind of got to let it be whatever it is. So I thought the movie was funny. I think it's something that everybody should see. They're familiar with Coming to America. But I'm gonna also be honest, in my personal opinion though, like I probably won't watch it again.
That's what I was gonna ask. Would y'all watch it again? Like, oh no, let's watch Coming to America too.
With somebody who ain't seen it, and they're like, "Hey, let's." I'm like, "All right, cool," but I'm gonna go watch the original.
Yes,
I definitely laughed.
Same.
Definitely laughed. I think they did a good job, man. I think they did a good job. I think the first one, it was longer. I think it was rated R. You know what I'm saying? I just think it was like a different time. I think they did a good job with the storyline. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I've been hesitating.
Wesley Snipes had me cracking up though.
Because I didn't like
he was walking.
the whole he had a baby. I ain't like that part. Like, I feel like they could have been written better. Because why is this the plot? Like,
because
he had a baby by this woman that we never even seen in the other movie.
No, you saw her. No, you did. I'm sorry. No, you did.
So it's just like a little like.
But they tied it in. They tied her into it well though.
Okay.
They did. You will see. We'll see. I mean, please watch it. Please watch it.
I am gonna watch it. I just was waiting. You know, you gotta wait for people. People get mad if you saw it without them, and
Who you waiting for that's gonna get mad?
people be mad at me.
Oh, that shoulder. There it is. Oh no.
People be mad.
Shout out to Eddie though, man. Eddie
Yeah.
is
Was it necessary to do a sequel? Do y'all feel? How y'all feel about that? Like, was it necessary to have a two?
I think the way things is going and things is being recreated,
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I watched an interview with with Arsenio Hall and Charlemagne. He was like, all the rumors was false. There's never been a talk of a Coming to America 2. Like, he was like, it was so many fake posters and fake all these different things. He was like, this just happened recently. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he would have loved it. You know what I'm saying? He said, my money ain't like Eddie Murphy money. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing too. It's like, I think, you know, when you go in them situations, like, I don't know if Eddie Murphy wrote it, the first one or whatever, but, you know, his career took off. So he ain't necessarily need to go back. You know what I'm saying? Where Arsenio, after the show, he like, hey, we can get this.
Ain't no more.
Ain't no more roof. Let's get this paper, baby. They want it. You know what I'm saying? But then now, I think with the recreations, I think that, I think that it was necessary. I just think that, you know, they was presented with a lot of different scripts, a lot of different concepts. But none of them went past those first meetings. And I guess whoever it was now, you know, I guess he liked the concept.
So
I thought it was dope that it was filmed at Rick Ross compound.
Whew.
Oh, for sure.
That's dope.
That's actually, that's enough to even think about that this house is that dang on big.
Right. So I guess he's been filming a lot of different movies there too.
Yeah, he said the house paid for itself.
Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. He like, listen, besides Cleveland, y'all can film here. Because everybody making movies at
Good weather.
People shooting Cleveland movies like crazy. Guys, talk about this movie thing real quick. Do you guys think that I feel like we're not as creative anymore when it comes to movies on a grand scale? I do think it's a couple movies that we get that's like, ooh, new original plot, but everything either is superhero, you know what I'm saying, or it's like remake, kind of at this point. Like, what's happening?
Typical.
It's the music too.
The music
because
make samples, sir.
Because
hell yeah.
There's an infatuation with the Black culture now.
Yeah,
right? So in 90s, like, it's an infatuation because there's really no identity right now.
Infatuated with it.
So when you're infatuated, it's like, okay, that worked, right? So if I'm an artist, right? And if I see this one guy, if I'm an artist and I see this artist, he can replay a song and the world takes it as another hit, then I'm gonna do the same thing. It's an easy formula. It's an easy way you don't have to think. And I think we people should be creative, but if I can take 5 records and remake them and y'all accept them as hits and they go platinum and all of that, I'm gonna keep doing it.
So Deacon Boy, is this really about the infatuation, or is this really about recreating or not reinventing the wheel? Or is this about going back to the same thing that invented the wheel? Because you said
I think it's about not reinventing. I feel it's about not reinventing the wheel. And I think that since people love the culture so much, I think you can go back and do it, right? I think with those movies, you can recreate them because they're easy to keep going. It's easy to keep a superhero going, right? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, one can tie in with, it's easy to do those things than be less creative. I think the budgets are different now, right? They're not handing out all that money and all of that as they was before because of the streaming and all of that. People ain't buying CDs.
You could do, like, we don't need no stuff double. We gonna have him flip through the computer.
Yeah, because Because you think music-wise, right? Nobody's printing CDs. Nobody's spending all that money for you to be a flop. Nobody's doing all that no more, right?
They barely spending money anymore, period.
Right. And then now we can recreate it. And now we have a way to make more money and pay those different people. Then you cool.
So the world's infatuated with Black culture. Now.
It is a good time to be Black.
Now.
For sure.
It's always been a great time to be Black. It's just everything else that came with it.
Well, as far as society standards go, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a pro-Black time. Like, more others are kind of gearing towards our size as well.
I got you on that.
I say this all the time. Like, with these versus battles and everything. Like, if I was an old artist, I just re-drop everything I've ever made.
Oh, Bryson Tiller, if you put out the same album one more time, it's gonna be a problem.
This dude got so many anniversaries.
He did it for the edit, like, relax. It's enough.
I would do it.
You got so many
it don't cost you no money.
It don't.
All you gotta do is
damn. You just be lazy now.
But I'm saying.
I know what you mean.
Like, if it doesn't cost
you, as a music lover, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear the new stuff. Like,
right. But think about it from a business standpoint, right? So you just think, if you went on a versus battle and your old music was streamed 1 billion times, they just got to check.
Man, what? You got a huge
of all old music.
Maybe bigger than what you did the first time.
No new music, right? I just seen Lauren, the Fugees just went 10 times platinum.
What the hell? Who was checking? What did they do recently?
I'm just saying, because you can go back. I don't know what.
No, I'm saying that's true, but sometimes usually like it's a commercial.
Oh, right. No, yeah, I don't.
In the news to even go to the song.
Yeah, but I just seen it recently. They just went 10 times platinum, and Lauryn Hill, her album did another, X amount of platinum, right? So you just looking like, if I'm an old artist, even like Nelly, with the Busted, I'm pretty sure the original record just went up.
Yeah, hell yeah. Where's that?
So if I'm an old artist,
who is the sample in the Busted challenge?
Yeah.
If I'm an old
artist, and these
artist,
kids don't know it. The Generation Z ain't come up with that.
No.
They might know a little bit, but they probably just listening to it now.
Man, if I'm an old artist, I'm repackaging. I made some new album art, and I'm running it.
Yo, it's funny though. So look, I'll go into my daughter's room the other day, and she's watching Moesha, and I'm like, "What you doing?" She's like, "What? It's Moesha, Dad." I'm like, "No, I know Moesha. Like, don't do that."
Right? You have no idea who Moesha is.
Her name is Brandy. Like,
yeah.
What are you talking about? Like, and she's like, "Oh, I like this show a lot." And I also watch The Parkers. Did you know the same girl? I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Who the hell put you on this?" Like, she's like,
"It's on Netflix.
It's on Prime, on Hulu. It's on something."
I'm saying,
and it just look. So the same thing re-released, and they running the numbers up.
Straight up.
So if you Brandy, you stupid if you ain't telling people to go watch Moesha.
Or her first album, I would have remastered that and
digitally remastered.
Put that back out.
And put one.
That's when Brandy was good. Like this new stuff that she trying to make us listen to, we good, love. We want to hear the other stuff. She can still sing, but we don't want to hear that with the content. It's not really good. We don't want to hear that. Name a new song that you want to hear from Brandy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Run it up.
Exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is if I see a Moesha TikTok, boy, I know something. Man.
Run it up.
Straight up. Well, guys.
For real. I'm just, I just was like, good, but that's just like you said, the infatuation, like. And the people doing spinoffs like Saved by the Bell spinoff, the Karate Kid spinoff.
Oh, that Cobra Kai is all right.
I told you.
Cobra Kai is all right.
For sure. Hey, give me a Coors Banquet. No.
That Cobra Kai is okay.
I've been waiting for somebody to
Cobra Kai is fire. Cobra Kai is fire. Real
I
talk.
can't. I watched the whole season in 2 days. The new one.
So I started off watching it with my son, but I finished it by myself.
But it's the same thing of like they, you know, what they did in Coming to America, like taking the new and then going back and showing how the old come. That's
and it's
wild
tied
to
in.
me.
That's why you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy the nostalgia.
Then there's the style. Okay.
And you're gonna
They
tie in.
they tie them both in. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
easier to follow. It ain't overcomplicated.
Yeah, and it's like easy to watch.
It's still funny.
And modern a little bit.
Modern a lot of bit.
Yeah. So
he fat. You know what I'm saying? Eddie fat. He paid. You know what I'm saying? He got kids. Like he ain't faking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. They got a good cast too. I think they did a good job. They did a good job.
That's funny.
Definitely a good job. Well, guys, I'm all in. I think it was a great episode. You guys got anything you want to add before we slide?
Nope. You know how it go.
Welcome to the O. You know how you know that?
how I go.
You know that? Take him to the O, boy. You know that?
I don't know that.
You know, the gym turn up be a little different. You might not listen to it in your car. You know, you listen to it while you're working out. Oh, daddy. Yeah. So I enjoyed you guys. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. April 15th, I got knee surgery for my torn ACL and possible meniscus. So I'm gonna be down. I'm gonna be down for like probably only for like a week though, and before I can be rolling again. I don't know how them drugs gonna do me. Depending on what day that fall on and what shows we got. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So keep me in your prayers for that.
For sure.
Outside of that, we groovy.
I know how I go, man. I've been under that knife twice, man.
Yes, you have.
You good, man. They got different technology, man. When I had mine, I was dinosaur age. Oh man. Little known history fact. My Heights Tigers, man, they lost in the playoffs.
Yes, they did.
In the district championship. And we still hold the title, man. 18 years later, ain't no team been the States.
No. I ain't gonna lie to you. This was probably their best shot in a long time. But COVID messed the game up, man. COVID messed the game up.
Oh, congratulations, Tigers.
Your client, man.
Yeah. Listen, bro. So I know we wrapping up, but man, this dude literally had offers from Michigan State, Louisville, bunch of schools.
I don't believe
Not
you.
mad at them at all.
I don't. If you just said that, I don't believe you.
Dude,
I don't believe you.
I am not playing, bro. Purdue. I'm not BSing with you, bro. I am not BSing with you, bro.
I need to see it.
I promise.
Not to go to Toledo.
I promise to you, bro.
Not to go to Toledo.
Boy, listen to me. I promise.
Show me. I don't believe you.
I will do it for you because I didn't believe it either. Okay? Listen. They sold him. They said, listen, we about to give you the keys to everything. We give you the full LeBron James treatment. You can have whatever you want and do whatever you want. We creating a whole offense around you. Man, listen, I don't understand it, man, but you can't. These young dudes do what they do. They follow their own journeys, man. Create their own paths, bro.
Q, can you see this?
Over.
This dude dug up that old picture.
Other way. Okay, quilt. I see y'all with the quilt.
Look at osmosis.
Okay, look at eyes.
That boy Doug got some.
Alex, I saw Alex the other day.
He was in town.
He in town?
Yeah.
He back in the States.
Nine Battle.
His brother stayed up the street from me.
Sean and Rod. I know. I remember. Oh, look at the quilt. Who made that quilt?
18 years ago, man. That's unbelievable.
Look at the old head dude. Them boys still ain't good enough.
I remember that the game in States when Darren shot that three. Who told you to do that? Who told you to do that? I'm sick still to today.
Sick.
Ah.
Hey,
I can believe
tag
you.
him. Tag him. Tag him.
Sick.
We gonna add him, bro.
I couldn't believe
Add him. Nah.
But yeah, that was crazy, man. We the last team, man. It was a team about 10 years ago that was on the track. I think Tyreek Gator his year. I think him and Travis Kelce that year.
Oh, they had a squad.
And he broke his
it.
hand.
They did go to state. They did. I remember. Melissa's little brother played that year, I think.
And he broke his hand.
Dang.
It's rough out here, man. It's rough out here.
But like we always say, make sure you like, subscribe to the Pint Size Podcast. Make sure you share each and every episode. We on YouTube too. Just like, subscribe, share. Leave those reviews, leave those comments. We appreciate it, man. We just want to keep climbing the charts. We want to keep giving you great content. We love you guys out there, man. Thank you for listening.
Happy International Women's Day.
Shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the queens. Shout out to the women. Without them, it wouldn't be any us. You know what I mean? We appreciate you.
God bless y'all.
So, you know. All right,
Peace out.
Out.